Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to more Stardew Valley. Previously, we finished off with the fish bundle in the community center, unlocking panning as an option as the glittering boulder outside the mines is removed. And we finally got a heart scene with Penny, though it wasn't the one I've been looking for, so that's a little upsetting. This time, we are waking to Gunther at our house. Probably the biggest surprise so far of someone coming to visit us, because I've never seen him outside the museum. Oh, good morning, Mr. Ryan. I hope it's not too early. Well, I just wanted to stop by and thank you in person for the wonderful artifacts and minerals you discovered. You've done so much for one person. In fact, I just received a letter from the Office of the Regional Secretary of Artifacts. We're being honored with the coveted Golden Shovel Award for our significant contributions to the field. And it's all thanks to you. Well, I should let you get back to your work. Oh, I almost forgot. I have a gift for you. It's an old key that's been sealed in the museum vault for at least 100 years. It's a little rusty, but still beautiful. Got the rusty key. It's been added to your wallet. So, as it sounds, that is in fact a wallet item. As you can see here, rusty key. Not entirely sure what that's for, but if you recall, all the way back in spring, in fact, it was close to our first few days of spring, we encountered Jazz and Vincent outside of the like a sewer pipe down near Marnie's farm. And they were mentioning that they couldn't get in despite wanting to explore it, and they said that or Jazz said anyway, that she assumed it may be Gunther who had the key to getting in, due to it being rusty and, you know, the correlation of, I guess, a rusty gate. Now, granted, is that a bit of a childish notion that may not make any sense? Realistically, yes, but hey, at least it's a lead. It's better than nothing. You know, it's more than what we had for the skeleton key, where we had really no indication of what to do until we finally got, you know, to place and started, you know, randomly trying stuff. And look at that, our barn is done. Oh, exciting. Bunch of stuff to do today. I'm really excited. Of course, we still have to do same old with the watering. Not really fun. But I think we have two things that are ready to be harvested today. It looks like our first round of eggplant, and I think our amaranth is ready to grow? Or ready to be harvested? Ready to grow, yeah. Is harvestable, so to speak, I believe. So of course I'm going to water, and once again, I don't really know how I'm going to incorporate the watering, because again, eventually it's going to be something that, like, is going to be essentially fully automatic, and if it isn't fully automatic, it's going to be close enough where it won't really matter too much. But I'm just going to probably speed it up once I've harvested our stuff here. Let me see, is this ready to harvest? No, it's not, okay. So amaranth is not ready to be harvested, but it has got to be ready soon. Eggplant, first round of it is harvestable, as you can see here. Got a decent chunk of it. Going to sell, I'm going to keep one, of course, for a bundle. I'm going to keep 4, because I believe, yes, over here we have preserves bins. I'm going to, actually, no. I'm going to put 2 in, put a sturgeon roe in the other one, and then I'm going to keep one for the bundle, because if you recall, we need to give them for the fall crops bundle. Put that in there, and there we go. Because if you recall, the last time we actually got our roe from the sturgeon, because it's been a bit, I just sold the roe by itself, one for the, what's it called? I always forget the name. The collection tab or whatever. And that's why I did that. But this time I actually want to put it in the preserves bin, which is what we're going to be doing from now on with it, because that's actually you get the most money out of roe in general, is you age it in a preserves bin. I don't know if that's fully how it works in real life. I'm guessing there's some aging involved with spices and stuff, because I don't know how yummy a fish egg would be by itself. I'm not going to claim to know. I've never really had any roe or caviar or anything like that, just because it's never really sounded appealing, and it's also crazy expensive. Anyway, now we've done that, it's time to get to our other stuff. So one thing actually I'm going to do, as I'm coming here, I'm going to, of course, grab these, but I want to come out to where the chickens are at, because while I haven't received names for animals, which again, I highly implore you, if you have any name suggestions, let me know, because I'm only so creative and I can't come up with so much crap. I'm going to actually give a name to both of our chickens. So this one here is currently Gilly. We're going to name it something different. It's going to be, here we go, Shmooey. I'm naming this one Shmooey because that is somebody who comments a lot on my videos, so I wanted to give them a name, since again, no one else really gave me name suggestions. And then, where is the other one? Where's the white chicken at? Oh, there he is, okay. He's hiding in all the tall grass. Unfortunately, that's the problem with having a bunch of the grass around, but it's whatever. And then you are going to be the other person who comments a lot. You are going to be Bear, even though you're a chicken. But hey, you know what, whatever. And there we go. So they finally actually have names that are permanent and aren't just, like, you know, for show. But again, we're going to be getting more animals, so if you still want to suggest names, please do so. you're going to have opportunities to suggest names and have them animals be named, especially after today. Okay, so first things first. But next thing I want to do is I want to refill my stamina a bit. And there's a few different ways I could go about it, but considering the factors, I'm going to get the hardwood today. I'm going to eat a purple mushroom because that refills a pretty big chunk of energy. Yeah, and that'll get us through until I can get to the area. Because we're finally going to be actually going somewhere today that has been available since like the 2nd of summer. I just haven't like really gone into except for when the train was passing by, if you recall that place. I'm actually going to talk about it and kind of show more stuff up there. Also, speaking of today, one of these days in this episode, we are going to wake up and immediately go stalk Penny, because at this point I need to see that friggin' 4 heart scene, and I'm so tired of having to wait for that crap. And it's so annoying. Oh, frick. I heard a panning spot, but if it's not in this lake, I'm just gonna ignore it. The thing is, panning seems to be a little more common, so I'm not as, like, worried about it as much as I used to be, like in terms of if I used to be very much like, oh, if there was a panning spot I heard available, I'd drop everything to go find it just because those are pretty rare. And again, there's one item in particular that I really want from panning, and I think you can get it in like one other way, but I find panning to be the most consistent, which is funny because panning is very heavily RNG based, but I think the chances are a little more in my favor personally. I'm not sure if that's fully true, but you never know. So once again, we're gonna get our hardwood. We still need that for Robin. How much more do we need actually? I don't think it's much more, right? Yeah, 76. Actually, I think we could be done that today, which is good, because then we can donate the hardwood, and then we're good. And then I'll still want to be collecting hardwood, because, again, it's an endgame resource, and I need way more. Yeah, okay, so that little sound means that we've reached the mount. So that means we can actually go and donate this today, which we're going to want to go do. Which is fine, because we're going to be up there anyway. Kind of an exciting day. We have a few different things to do. Okay, now we got the hardwood. Head back out, and we're actually going to Marnie's farm, because, if you could have guessed for that new barn, it's time for us to actually go and, you know... I don't know where I was going with. Yeah, I guess inhabit the barn that we just purchased. It's not there just to look pretty, it's going to serve a purpose, as most things in this game kind of do. There is stuff that just looks pretty, including decorating our house, but we're going to worry about that once we have a partner who, you know, would probably care about how our house looks, so not super, super important right now. Marnie, you should be in here Saturday. You don't really leave, I believe, on Saturdays. Yes, here you are. Purchase animals, and for the basic barn, you can only have one animal, dairy cow. Adults can milk daily. A milk pail is required to harvest the milk, lies in the barn. 1,500 gold. More expensive than the chicken, but hey, what they go get. Once again, there's 2 different colors. You can always tell what color you're getting based on the text up here. So this is a white cow. And again, I don't have a name picked out, and I want you guys to be able to name these. So for now, I'm just going to put, stop. Kama. Okay, so Kama is our first cow. If you want to name Kama, you know, again, if you have a specific name for one of the, either the white or brown cow we're going to get, then just again, you can be like, oh, I think Kama would be a good, or the Kama cow would, this would be a better name for them, or whatever. So this is a brown cow. No, I didn't want to do that. I wanted to, Ginley? Okay, sure, Ginley. So we have our 2. We have Ginley, and I already forgot the other one. Goes to show how good I am with names. Okay, so we've done that. Oh, wait, whoa. Wait. What did you say? Ah, crap. That's the problem with this game, because there's so much dialogue that, like, is repeating, but then there's also, like, certain events that trigger new dialogue. And I always just forget, like, to slow down and check that crap. Because I'm so, again, when I play by myself, I almost never read the dialogue, because it's just, I've played this game so much. In fact, I think actually on my Switch, which is the one I've played Stardew Valley the most, I think I have over 500 hours on this game now in total, thanks to the series and, you know, just the past playthroughs I've done. So yeah, definitely a game I've put a decent amount of time into, and again, that's just on the Switch. I've played it first on PC and stuff, so yeah, needless to say, I have a problem. Okay, so we're back here for a second. We're taking a detour because of 2 reasons. One, I want to grab 2 void essences while we're here, and then I want to put this away. There we go. Okay. Now we've done that, I also want to come over here and talk to our cows. I did this in a bit of a weird way, but whatever. Here they are. Just like our chickens, we'll pet them, and just like our chickens as well. They start out as babies. Ginley seems a little curious, but a little cautious. She's getting used to her new home. Both of them will have that same text. And here is the inside of the barn. You can see it's definitely more spacious than the coop, which makes sense because they're bigger animals. And there's also a feed bin just like in the coop, so we're going to make sure we're putting some in there. And there we go. Look at that. Happy and healthy. Now, thankfully, they shouldn't have to eat from that unless it's against storming for a while, because there's, like, they're pretty much have, like, dinner, lunch, like, every food, all the food they could ever want right out their front door, so they should be fine for a while. It's gonna take a few days for them to grow up, but once they grow up, they are going to produce milk every single day for the rest of time, because animals don't die in this game. May not be realistic, but hey, we're not here for realism, we're here for money. Speaking of money, I forgot to come in here because I actually should buy the milk pail, 1,000 gold, gather milk from your animals. This is required if you want to milk the animal, or milk the cows in the game. Can't do it by just hand. However, if you have an auto grabber like I do, because I got very lucky with the Skull Caverns run, then you can actually put that in there and that will do the harvesting for you, which is actually probably where we're going to move it once they are ready to be milked. Specifically because the milking takes a little bit longer than I think it does for the to pick up the eggs, simply. But you do, I believe, get friendship when you milk an animal, so we'll make sure we do both. Oh, frick, I'm getting stuck. Yeah, that's the problem with the horse in some of these areas, especially in Cindersap Forest, which is there right now. It can be really annoying to have to maneuver around. Okay, so we're gonna head up here because I want to give a gift to you, the wizard, because I need to be befriending you. This is a gift you loved, even without the glitch. Please say you're at 2 hearts after I talk to you. Dang it, you're still at 1. Burr standing above a potent magical field. I built my hut right on your purpose, you know. Okay, well, whatever. I don't know, man. Again, the wizard's such a hard guy to befriend, in my opinion, just due to freaking his location. He's so out of the way, I don't know. Anyway, next thing we're gonna do... Oh, frick, one of the things I want to do today I won't be able to do... Oh, that sucks. Sucks a lot. Okay, whatever. This is so bad. Okay, unfortunately, I should have planned this out better, mapped this out better in my head. Okay, so I'm gonna come up here and I'm going to head to Robin's because I need to complete the quest that she's given us, if you recall. And I think we can't afford the next thing I wanted to have her build because we are pretty poor. It's probably night time. Like as soon as we can get another run in the Skull Caverns, we need to go all out. And I need to probably sell some iridium bars, which I don't really want to do, but I need to be catching up on money. Or I could just fish, but fish would make less money than the bars, I think, right now. So, I don't know. We'll see. Hey, Abigail. It's cool to see you here. Okay, so first things first, I'm going to come in here. And what you want to do is you can see when you get like to the spot is you just want to put the item in. Thankfully, it only puts in the required amount. And I believe you can actually take it back out. But mind you, you have to keep it in there. You can't just take it out afterwards. And then once you confirm, you completed the quest. And from there, you are good in terms of like, you can't interact with it again. So we did complete Robin's quest, got a bit of money, which is nice, and I wanted to see how much is it that I need for this next thing I wanted to purchase. Okay, yeah, it is 10,000, so we're pretty close. Big coop, houses 8 coop dwelling animals, comes with an incubator, unlocks ducks. So this is actually an upgrade, so this won't be like a new building, this will replace the normal coop that we have now, and there's also a version of this for the big barn as well, but yeah, so we're gonna try to save up for these because they are very important to get underway, if you will. So that's gonna be what we're saving up money for the next little bit. Again, I don't know, man. The thing is, I could be selling bars, which may be a good idea, just based on like what's available, but I'm not entirely sure. Okay, so one thing I want to do before we check out where this rusty key is for, because we're going to check that out today, since might as well. I'm going to come over here and I want to check out the bulletin board, make sure there's no quests again, because that's pretty important for the tickets. This fallen leaves will provide food for mushrooms and other small organisms. Interesting, isn't it? Yes, how the circle of life is interesting. Though I don't know why you're really bringing that up as natural conversation, but okay. Hey, Shane. Oh yeah, Shane, are you doing better? I'm renting my room. Oh yeah, you already mentioned this. How many hearts am I with you? Almost at max, okay. Super cucumber for Sabat. Is it even possible to get a super cucumber in this? I think the game checks and makes sure it's a thing that's possible to catch. I'm gonna check, hold up. Sorry, I gotta get my notes out. I wasn't expecting to need them today, just based on what I knew we'd be working on. Ryan, you're taking up time in the video, you idiot. How you doing? Okay, come on. Where's it at? Sorry, because I also have my notes for the other main videos I'm working on. I have 2, so I have to sort through them. Okay, where is it? Bro! Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna cut until I find it and I have my answer. I'll see you guys in a second. Okay, I'm back, and according to my notes, the super cucumber is not part of what's available right now. So I don't know if that's a bug or if that is a thing and my notes are wrong, which could be possible. So I'm not entirely sure, but that is interesting. I'm going to keep that in mind as we go. Oh yeah, every time you complete one of the quests on the bulletin board, you come down here, you actually can get a ticket from this little like mailbox looking thing. It's just a bonus of doing these. We're gonna have to wait a little bit before we can take on another one of those. I think it's in like a few more days. 20 cherry bombs. It's a decent reward, nothing like super spectacular per se, but you know what? It'll at least help when we're doing the Skull Cavern mine, especially with dealing with the mummies. So we'll take what we can get. Okay, we've done that. Next I want to do the rusty key. You will unlock this once you've donated, I believe it's 60 items in total to the museum. So it takes quite a while to get. But this will, in fact, as Jazz in Vincent, we're actually onto something. You unlock the sewer hatch with a rusty key. So there's 2 entrances to the sewer. There's this little hatch here, and then there's, of course, the giant tunnel that they were talking at when we saw them in that cutscene. What's in the sewer? What was so important to hit it down here? You can see it's a very interesting looking area, but the main thing of note is if we come to the right, we're going to see a very familiar face. These are the enemies, if you recall, at the bottom of the skull cavern in the lava, or not skull cavern, in the normal caves that are trying to attack us, the shadow things. A human visitor? This is most unusual. Krobus is his name. I'm Krobus, merchant of rare and exotic goods. On Fridays, I stay silent as a sign of devotion to Yoba. Okay, so we can hear more devotion stuff. But yes, guess what? As you may have seen from that little sphere in the corner, just like the dwarf, Krobus is somebody you can befriend, as you can see here. Look at him. So we have Dwarf and Krobus, 2 very mystical seeming creatures. Krobus, even without the bug, I believe this is a loved item. This is an amazing gift from my people. It's a great honor to receive something like this. The shadow and solar essences, again, a very easy gift to give him. And he's also, as you can see, a merchant. You can buy void and solar essences should you need them for bombs. Some bread, void egg, very interesting. A jet black egg with red freckles. It's warm to the touch. Minus 37 energy, 5,000 gold. Interesting. Sign of the vessel, a decorative piece of your farm. Monster fireplace. A star drop for 20,000 gold. Crystal floor, as you can see, which is a recipe, which I'm going to pass on for now, just because I'm trying to save my money. Wicked statue. There's something unsettling that looks at the statue. Another recipe. Wizard catalog. Rasmodius private furniture collection. As you can see, it is 150,000 gold. Way more than I think. Have we even earned 150,000? We had to have, right? We barely have earned that in all of our time planes. Yeah. That's a pretty expensive find. Butterfly powder. Sprinkle on a pet to remove them from your farm. This process is irreversible. Why would you want to do this? I don't know. Because you have to pick a pet, I guess. But this is dumb. I don't ever do that. And return scepter. As you can see, easily the most expensive item singularly this entire time. The golden handle quivers with raw potential. Hold this scepter to the sky and return home at will. This is essentially the farm relic or whatever, the farm totem. But you can use it infinitely. Very interesting items there. Some, of course, we're going to have to buy at some point. And there's a few other things down here in the sewer as well. There's this statue here, that Statue of Uncertainty. The statue can help you change your professions, making an offer 10,000 gold. This was the thing that I alluded to every time we got a level up. If you, for 10,000 gold, you can reset your skills you picked at level 5 and 10 for all skills. Now, do note, this does not take effect right away. You have to sleep that night. That night, when you go to bed, it'll treat it as though you got all of the level ups again. And you don't have to, like, re-level up your skills. It's just you'll get to re-choose these that night, essentially. It's only for the ones you've activated, but it lets you potentially reset all of them. Like, 'cause I think it lets you scroll through. So, for example, I'd have to reselect Tiller if I wanted to change, like, Miner. I'd have to reselect Tiller and all the other ones as well. Just 'cause it resets all of them, so keep that in mind. Also, I want to just take a second to talk about this as well. You can see here, this is what is, like, the, I think it's called the Skills tab. I've looked here quite a few times. This is where I check, of course, skills and stuff. But there's a few other things here. Our name and our character is shown here, along with a little title. This is changed throughout the series, and changes based on how many levels you have in total. So right now, we're a planter. Down here in the bottom left, we have, as you can see, these are the stars we have for the community center. As you can see, we're missing half of them. So you can see how many you're over there. This star thing here, don't worry about that right now. It's not really important. This right here is the level of our house, level 2, because we upgraded it once. This right here is how deep we've gotten in the skull caverns in our lifetime. We've reached floor 76, and this is how many star drops we've gotten. I realized I never talked about that too, so I might as well get that out of the way. Whoa, there's some kind of force field blocking your path. Okay, so I guess we're not going over there. Head down here. This is the entrance from which Jazz and Vincent were talking near. As you can see, we go down here. Lux at the side. Very cool. So you have 2 different ways of entering here. Mostly going to use the one in town if I need to come down here, but you never know. Now, there is something else I want to show here. You can actually fish in the sewer as well, because it is a liquid. Now, similar to the mines, 99% of the time, you're going to get garbage. Algae, literal actual trash that you can use the recycling machine on. But there is a fish here. Well, more than one, I guess. I was hoping that'd be it. There are some fish you can catch here. Now, is there new ones? Yes. Now, most of the time, if you catch a fish, it's going to be stuff like carp, and I think chub you can get here as well. But there is one new fish here. One new fish that you can get from fishing in the sewers. Now, I don't know if we're going to get tonight, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut ahead to either when I catch it or when I'm heading back to the farm for the night. And we'll see if I can get it. Hopefully I can. I'm not going to put too much stock if I don't, because it's one, again, this is one that's available all year. Doesn't matter what season it is. We can always come back and catch this one later. It'd be nice to get out of the way again, just so, again, don't have to worry about it. Either way, I'll see you guys in just a few moments. Okay, so this is the fish we're looking for, and if you can tell just by looking at it like I can, you'll probably know what it is. This is one of the legendary fish, and it's one that's similar to the one that we caught here in fall. It's probably one of the easier ones to me. You caught one of the legendary fish, the mutant carp. It is as disgusting as it sounds. The strange waters of the sewer turn this carp into a monstrosity. Doesn't even look anything like the other carp. This is one of the legendary fish as well. Again, you can get it here any season. It's one that I find to be pretty much on par with the angler in terms of difficulty. It may be slightly harder, but not really by much. So with that, we have another legendary fish, meaning we are, you know, even closer to finishing up our Fishopedia, if you will. And as you can see, it's pretty late, so it took quite a while to get that, but we got it, which means we don't have to fish here ever again, because, again, there's no reason to fish there outside of the mutant carp, just due to the fact that, well, there's really nothing good there except for carp and algae. If you really need algae, I guess you can fish there, but you can only catch one of the mutant carp anyway, so I really don't know why you'd go out of your way for that. One thing I want to do before we head back is I'm going to come over here and check out our crab pots, because I have neglected to do that. There we go. So you can see there's two of the two things we need for it. The crab, which we've seen a few times based on, if you can recall, I think it's the crab is in the mines. I don't know why I couldn't think of it. And we got shrimp, a scavenger that feeds off the ocean floor, wildly prized for its meat. So yeah, we're actually going to keep that. And then we have still 3 more we need. And the piece of trash, of course. I'm just going to use... I don't really like wasting this because it's better bait, but since it's the only thing I brought with me, we're just going to keep it with us. Don't worry, we're going to have a bunch more of the... Ooh! So there we go. You can see we got another lost book, and Jack Be Nimble, Jack Be Thick, my favorite book again. Now, interesting. Reading this book again will grant some combat experience. As you can see here, it has a thumbs up on it. This means that this is a book that you have already used that... like you don't get the same benefit from. So for example, if you recall, the first time we did this, it gained us 1 defense permanently. If we used it again, it wouldn't give us more defense. Instead, it would grant us some combat experience, which may be worth it. So actually, you know what? I'm going to use it. Now, that didn't get us enough to level up, because if you recall, we're at level 9 combat. But hey, that combat experience will help in the long run us get to that level 10 combat just a little bit quicker. So it's nice that we got that. Hey, Willie. Surprised to see you out here, actually. Angler, did you have a good first step into the world of rare fish, that one? Something tells me you've been fishing in the sewers, lad. It's an unconventional approach to be sure. There's legend of gargantuan carp twisted into monsters from the toxic sludge. I already did that, Willie. Come on now. Who do you think I am? Oh yeah, also I got the sonar bobber from a chest. It's not really anything to like high value, but might as well use it. Hey, trash cookies. Those are my favorite. Okay, so with that, I think I'm going to head back to the farm. I'm going to probably sell the iridium bars, put another few in the furnace to smelt overnight, and just in general, clear out my pockets. So I'll see you guys tonight at the results screen. See you guys in just a few moments. So here's our funds for the day. You can see I did, in fact, sell all of the iridium bars we had cooked up, which is 5 in total. 1,000 each, 5,000 gold. Nice just to, again, have that little bit of money trickling in. We got a little decent amount from our crops, but again, none of the big stuff that's going to be like a huge impact in terms of our financial situation. But hey, we think we can see we have a decent amount of money stuff. Booksellers in town today. Sun is up. Okay. Bad luck, which I'm fine with. That means we can work on those stuff around the villain. Greetings and desire the... Did I say the villain? I mean the village. The Queen of Sauce here to teach you a new mouth-watering recipe from my secret cookbook. This week's dish, tortillas. How many of you are gnawing on the microwave convenience burrito while watching this program? Shame on you. You might as well wrap your beans in an old wash rag. Now listen up. Which are my fresh rustic corn tortillas. You'll never go back. They're gonna cook a tortilla. Okay, cool. Speaking of cook, I actually moved a bunch of like the items that I think are more valuable, like cooking ingredients or full-on dishes in here. So you can see there's a bunch of stuff in here. And we actually can cook a dish, as you can see. We have 1 dish available, sashimi. It just takes 1 of fish, any kind. You can see there. Bam, look at that. Raw fish, sliced into thin pieces, 75 energy, 33 health. Generally, that's going to get you more than the fish itself, especially in the carp. 23 energy, all the way to 75. Pretty good. It doesn't scale, I believe, with whatever you are cooking with. But it is a good way of getting energy on, like, because carp's not really worth much anyway. You might as well get, like, some energy out of it. Dear right, order too much fertilizer for the garden. You can put some good use. Take care, Jody. Okay, so this is basically retaining fertilizer. The soil has a chance of staying watered overnight, mixed into tilled soil. I actually really am not a big fan of this. So I'm just going to sell it for money. I'm sorry, Jody. I appreciate the gift, but I really don't have a use for that, just because I always am going to water everything anyway, just based on principle of me usually forgetting that crap. So, I mean, again, I feel a little bad, but only a little. Hey, look at that. Our sturgeons are producing more regularly because we finally have a decent amount saved up. We have 5. They're going to be asking for stuff soon. Good morning to all of our animals. I do hear what sounds like something down here. So I want to come down there and check. I thought I heard a panning spot. Did I not? I could have sworn I heard a panning spot. Maybe it was the sounds of the sturgeon jumping around. Because they do make similar sounds. That could be it. Oh, man, this hardwood stump was just hidden there this entire time. It's hilarious. Okay. But yeah, so once again, gonna do the daily stuff, and again, it's not really something that's really entertaining to watch, so I'm just gonna cut until I've done with all including the animals. I'm just gonna do that as well today. Because again, nothing really super entertaining, and I'll come back to you guys once we have gotten past all of that nonsense. So, I'll see you guys in just a few moments. Okay, and as you can see, we finally got through with all the daily chores for the most part. Had our hops turn into pale ale, so I'm going to put more in, and I'm going to put those eggs in. Okay, with that, we have all that stuff out of the way. Now we can finally actually get to doing some of the more important stuff around the valley. So, it is Sunday, meaning the gifts reset, so I want to start giving love gifts again. I don't need to keep a poppy, so I can give that to Penny, but Penny's at max right now, so I actually don't need to give her that. I do need to give Maru a gold bar, and I need to give Abigail a amethyst, I believe. I think that, and that and Leia, but I don't have anything Leia absolutely loves. Also, we're almost out of iridium ore to smelt, which kind of stinks, because it means less passive income, but whatever. I'm actually just going to sell the other 4. I'll keep 20 on us. I think that's probably good. Okay, so now I've done all that talking out loud, we can finally start getting into stuff. So, I'm going to come over here, I'm going to grab our wood and our stone, and actually that's it. That's all I'm going to grab. Now that we've grabbed that, I want to head up to, also I need to be checking the mushroom cave. I'm going to head back up to Robin's because of 2 reasons. One, of course, I think I'm going to actually start on that coop upgrade now that we have a little bit of money to start that, you know, have that being worked on. But 2, since we've completed that quest for Robin and a day has passed, should we come up here and go inside her house? Voila, my newest creation. It's a deluxe 4-poster bed crafted from the finest local hardwood. Robin, what's the point of the 4 posts? Seems like an insufficient use of materials. It's called a beauty, bud. You know, the thing that most people find enjoyable? I see your point. We can't let that outweigh the vitality and efficiency of the sleep receptacle. Oh my goodness, Demetrius. You know, sometimes it feels like you're being deliberately obtuse just to irritate me. Is that what you're doing? Hey, Ryan, come in. Hey, yo. I'm gonna pay you to work on more of my stuff. Check this out. It's the bed I was able to make thanks to all the wood you gathered. So, what do you think? The 4 posts seem efficient. The aesthetics are perfect. I really like the look of it. Yeah. Sorry, Demetrius. Come on, man. Well, if anyone needs me, I'll be in the doghouse. Now that I have a prototype, I can start selling them in the shop. Hey, these might look good in your place, Ryan. What do you say? Can we pencil you in for a half dozen? Whoa, buddy, okay. No, I'm fine with my blue bed, okay? Especially because I'm sure this is expensive, right? If it's hardwood and stuff. Hold up. Let me look. So yeah, once you've completed this mission, this is something you'll actually start selling. Yeah, here it is. Deluxe red double bed. 6,000 gold. It's not like absurdly expensive, but it's definitely way too much I'm willing to spend. Also, furniture catalog provides unlimited access to almost every furniture item from the convenience of your home. Very expensive, but that's going to be a main thing you're going to want to use if you're trying to decorate your house and make it look all nice. Anyway, that's for a later time. First things first, I'm going to come in here and I want to have our coop be upgraded. So what you have to do is go over to select a coop, and then select, and you'll see that little sign on it. That means Robin's gonna start working on that as soon as she can. Okay, I'll start working on the coop, upgrade first thing in the morning. Okay, yeah. So there we go. So we did lose quite a bit of money from that, but now thanks to that, we are, oh, we have Maru, I forgot. I need to give Maru this gold bar. Now we have that being worked on, so we're progressing at a steady pace, I'd say. There you go, Maru. Pure gold, are we at max? No, we're not. And here's to another good week, toasts. With what are you toasting with? Surprisingly, I don't know. It's good to take a break from work every now and then. Yeah, I should have brought a frozen tear for Sebastian. That was my fault. Cause I have to give her another gift anyway to be maxed out, so I'll try to remember that in the future. Abigail's not up here, is she? Yeah, she's not. Okay. So I still want to give some gifts to people, but one thing I want to do is I actually want to show off, as I mentioned. I was supposed to do it yesterday, but kind of got hung up with a bunch of stuff. This area up here was originally blocked around spring by a boulder, but once you get into, I believe it's the start. What are you doing? What are you doing next to one place? What are you doing? Are you trying to spy on people? I forgot about the glitch. My special highness. I feel so bad. I've given you like 20 items you don't normally love. Anyway, yeah, this is an area that opens up around summer when the earthquake happens. You can finally enter in here. You can see there's actually a sauna in here. There's not really much, like, this cool stuff to see, but there's not really much to it. As you can see, like, walking through that spot here, we get into, like, some swimwear, and yes, this is me walking at max speed. And what you can do is you can jump into the sauna, And it's a pretty big sauna. There's like a lot of area to check, but I'm not really going to show it because it takes so much time. But what they will show is if you stand still while in the sauna, your energy will start to refill. Now, mind you, this does take in-game time, so you're like, oh, is there an infinite energy, but at the cost of time. So essentially you can, because like if you eat an item, you get that energy instantly. This you have to wait for. It's still a good way of getting your energy back, especially if you plan on doing something like cutting trees a lot or stuff like that, or going to a mine the next day. This could be a good way of getting your energy back without having to waste like food items. But it does take quite a bit of time, since especially you have to go through this slow walk while in our swimwear that apparently was just in this little, I don't even know what this is, but like this little area there. And just like that, we're back into our normal clothes, and we can actually run at full speed. Apparently, while in swimwear, you cannot run, which I guess could make sense because it's supposed to be like the floor is wet or whatever. As you can see, there's 2 different areas, of course, M, W. That's the women's locker room. You can't go in there. I mean, I could. I doubt anyone's in here, but I'm not lying. Linus, it still concerns me what you're doing here. I don't really want to know. But yeah, this area up here actually has a few different other small things to look at, but nothing we really need to look at right now. Like, there's nothing that's super important, so now we're going to get back to ye old grind. A few different things we can do. One thing I want to do, of course, is I want to head down, look at the bulletin board again, since that super cucumber request ain't happening. And I think what we're going to do today is I'm going to harvest a bunch of wood, because my foraging, around our farm, not like around anywhere else, just because I need to be clearing that area out anyway. Yeah, I need to be making progress on that, so I'm hoping to kind of get that out of the way. Haley, yes, here you go. This hopefully is going to be the last gift I need to give you. No, it's not. Wow, they're beautiful. These maps are favorite. Yeah, I know. Dang it. I've never been in one forest, you know. It might be interesting to explore it someday. Okay. I mean, it's a forest. There's not like a ton to explore, but whatever. Okay. So next thing I want to do is I want to give this to Abigail, just to ensure that, again, I'm working, because I think Abigail and Leigh are the two I'm neglecting the most, unfortunately. Also, is there... I gave Elliot a gift, I think. I gave him the crab cakes, I believe, right? I haven't given him it otherwise, so... Yeah, okay, I did. So today's the bookseller, and the next night's gonna be 11th, which is Jody birthday. Earth Crystal for Penny, okay. We can do that. Earth Crystals are very, very easy to come by for the most part. Hello, Caroline. Just trying to relax, think positively. It's Farmer Ryan, thanks, Pierre. Oh, wait, Abigail, oh, I thought that was Abigail for a second. I forgot, Sunday. You guys come in here to pray to Yoba or whatever, which we heard from Krobus as well. Speaking of, that means if we go talk to him, he'll actually be silent, but I think he'd still buy stuff from him. That probably means Abigail's out near the wizard's house or something. I don't know where Abigail goes all the time. If I run into her, I'll give her that. No wonder I'm struggling with that. Oh, more trash cookies. Man, something about the fall season has Granny Evelyn cooking, dude. Okay, speaking of, I could give her these, but I kind of want to keep them for energy, actually. Penny, is it too much to ask that you're in here? Yes! Yes, it's the heart scene! This is it! This is the 4 heart scene I've been trying so hard to get. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'll shut up. It's so dirty in here. Ryan, sorry it's such a mess. I was about to clean up. You'll help me. You really mean it? I guess. Is that underwear I'm looking at? Okay, you can get started over there. I'll clean the kitchen. Okay, well, I'm gonna try to avoid cleaning up the underwear, so I'm gonna... Okay, never mind. I guess I'm going to put both hands on the underwear and pick it up. Apparently, I had no problem with that. Whatever, then. I would have rather done the dishes, but okay, whatever. Oh, hello, Pam. What do you think you're doing? To be fair, she probably walks in and I have her tidy whities in my hands. So that's probably why she's angry. Stop it, everything just the way I like it. I don't know why. I have a hard time doing her voice angry. I'm just used to her, like, smoker voice. Mom, the house is a total mess. Ryan and I were just trying to tidy things up a bit. We're at the saloon just now. You smell like beer. What time is it? I thought you were... Wait, don't you have a job now? It's like 2. You used to get drunk all the time, but now you have a job, right? None of your darn business where I go. It is my business. I don't want you destroying yourself. Don't you realize your choices have an effect on me? Stop being so selfish. Selfish? I put a roof over your head and clothes on your back and you call me selfish? You ungrateful little. Yeah, I think this is the time where we dip. This is where we leave. We ain't here for none of this. You better go. Sorry you had to see this, kid. He's a nice young man. I don't want you telling others to clean up my house. It's embarrassing. You understand? I forgot how I do Pam's voice. For some reason, maybe it's being congested, I don't know. Yes, mother. I'm not sure what it is, but I have a hard time doing her voice. I'm gonna say it's because I'm congested. Wait, what? Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, but yeah, I forgot, because we're at 6 hearts now. So this is her, we went right from her 4 heart cutscene to her 6 heart cutscene. Oh, good. This is actually good. I'm glad we're getting this now. Ryan, you came at a good time. Just about finished cooking a new recipe I invented. Invented? Ooh, okay. I mean, I like food, so let me just finish up real quick. Well, so what happened to Pam? Where did she go? I mean, because she's not required to be in here for the cutscene or the heart scene we just got, but realistically, I don't know where she went. Here, give that a little taste. What do you... It's like a yellow thing? Oh, it's like just a platter of vegetables, maybe? Oh, that's not... Oh, gosh. That's not good. It's bad when my skin has the same color as my eyes. That is not good. Well, I gotta get this to go. It's definitely neat color. That was delicious! Yeah. You really mean it? Thank you. It's such a relief to hear that. I've been working so hard on that recipe. I'm really proud of it. Hey, since you're the first person to try it, I'm going to name this Chile de Ryan. Oh, please. Please do. Please do. I'm so glad that such a recipe in the world matches my name. So how about we watch a movie or something? On your little rinky-dink TV? Sure. I don't know what, like a VHS maybe? For those of you who remember what VHS is. Thanks for being my taste tester. Got it. Nice. Okay, well, we went from like a really kind of depressing cutscene to one that was way better. You can see Penny is at max hearts with us now. Maru's almost at max, Haley's almost at max, and then our other 2 bachelorettes, Abigail and Leia, are quite far behind. And if you couldn't tell from that alone, I'm not going for either of them, despite Abigail and Leia, I think, being the 2 most popular girls in the game. Like, easily, I think Leia's the most popular, and then it's Abigail's a close second, I think. I'm not going for either of them. I have married them both in different playthroughs, but I want to go again for the one that I had as my first pick, like my first bachelorette, and the one that I still consistently go back to the most, so that's what I'm going to be going for. So it's not either Abigail or Leia, so that narrows it down to Haley, Maru, Emily, or Penny. So who's it going to be? Who knows? Who knows? I'll say this. Hopefully by next episode, we will be dating one of the bachelorettes. So you can look forward to that. But, you know, that's for then. This is for now. Okay, so here we are. Maru. Yeah. Okay, I already talked to you. Good. So I want to give Abigail a gift, but I can't really do that. I also just hit my mic stand because I suck. No, I definitely don't want to give you the cookies. Even if, I don't know if you love those or not, but I forgot. Bug. The bug exists right now. I don't want to be giving gifts that certain people like or whatever. Oh, which sucks, because that limits who I'm giving gifts to more frequently, because I'm not, like, super confident in a lot of the people's, like, loved items. Oh, Emily. I don't really need to talk to Emily. I forgot I maxed her. Could talk to Leia, which I might as well. If she's here. If not, then she's gonna have to get left behind. Okay, I'm sorry. Sorry, Leia. I can only try so hard. Oh, Lewis. I did not know Lewis came out here. Are you doing your best on the farm right now to accomplish things in many areas if you want to become a well-rounded citizen? This is the guy who's out here just staring at the water. He's not well-rounded. But I guess he's old, so maybe he can get away with that. I'm not sure. Okay, so yeah, I think what we're going to do now is, since this day is a little odd, we're going to work on our farm a little bit. Oh boy, that's exciting, ain't it? So what I want to do, of course, I want to clear out more of, like, these trees and stuff. We have, ooh, nice. We have a lot of, miscellaneous, like, stuff here and there. Like, not stuff here and there, like, grass patches. I am trying to keep a lot of the grass if I can. Again, because it's just a valuable thing. But at some point, I'm probably going to need to start cutting it away just because it's in the way. Because I'll be honest, a lot of this stuff is just everywhere, as you can see here. So, yeah, I don't know. Probably going to be a bit of a shorter episode today. Because I feel like the last 2 are really long, so we're probably only going to have this day be our last. So instead of just cutting ahead, I just want to talk with you guys for a bit. Again, as I mentioned, name suggestions. If you have any names that you guys would like for our new members of the family, our 2 new cows. Keep in mind, we're also going to be getting more animals as they come, so if you played the game before and you know a specific animal you have a name for, you can always just put it down below. I wouldn't really call that a spoiler, so. But also, even if you haven't played the game before, just give names in general, because, again, a lot of those stuff I can look back at and be like, okay, so that's a name I'll consider and stuff like that. So, yeah. Just do that if it befalls upon you to do so. Talk a lot about video game stuff. One thing I want to talk about, I guess, actually should be the YouTube stuff, my bigger videos. I'll be honest. I feel like a problem I have is not necessarily the ideas, but more so which ones I want to work on first. Like, I have 3 different things I'm thinking about right now, specifically pursuing. One is the second part to the Echo Village one. That one, I've, like, started the script. It's, like, halfway done, I think. I'm still doing research on it to try to make that as best as I can, because it's the second part for that one, but I'm not sure if I want to take a break since I'm kind of tired of Echo Village a little bit, and work on one of the other things, or maybe just hammer out and try to get it done. I'm not sure. I'll try to figure it out on my own. But then I have a few other things. Like, I have a challenge video. I haven't really done any of those yet, but, like, can you beat a game with this or that? You know, it's kind of a stereotypical YouTube thing. There's one idea in particular I want to do, just because I thought it'd be really funny. So that's what I'm tempted to work on. There's a few other things like that. And the only reason I'm really bringing it up is just to, again, ensure you guys that I am working on other stuff. Stardew Valley, the thing about it is it does take time. It may not seem it, because like, the video comes out like 3 videos a week. But I'm always doing research. I'm trying to ensure I'm showing the things I remember and whatnot. But of course, I'm always working on the bigger videos when I can. I just don't have a ton of time to be doing that consistently. So, but I promise you, I'm consistently trying to work on this stuff. Also, yeah, there's a lot of hardwood and stuff over here, because this bottom left area was heavily neglected. Like, I did not come down here at all for the longest time. Get rid of a bunch of this crap. Okay. But yeah, so I am working on stuff. Again, just bear with me. I know we're already, somehow, like, time flies. We're already almost through January already. So we're getting closer and closer to, like, when the Switch 2 is going to be shown. Because, I mean, they showed it for the first time already in, like, Mario Kart 9, which you can bet when that comes out, that's going to be taking over my channel for a while. So be prepared for that. If you like Mario Kart stuff, prepare for that, because Mario Kart's a big deal for me. But I'm really hopeful that these, like, episode-by-episode ones, or these series-type videos, are ones I can have I'm trying to work out better schedules for it in terms of, like, me editing and recording and stuff like that. Because if you notice, like, last few videos have come out way later than, like, 12, which is usually when I try to get them out, like, at least in Eastern Standard Time. But I've been struggling with that recently just due to me being busy with stuff. So I'm trying to consider maybe different avenues. Maybe I'll only have 2 videos a week, but make them longer. I'm not sure. I'm still figuring it out. Don't worry. I'll update you guys in a community post or something when I know for sure what I'm doing, but I just know I'm trying to figure stuff out, trying to make it as efficient as possible. Because the thing is, especially with, like, Stardew Valley right now, since there's still so much to be done, 3 episodes a week feels like almost necessary to get through the game, like, before the end of this year. Just due to, like, how long things would take. Because as I said, by, like, probably, like, that summer, late summer of, like, year 2, I'm hoping there'll be more, like, compilation stuff. And then anything past year 2, which I'm guessing it's going to go past year 2, because, again, this has not been my cleanest run of Stardew Valley, like, completion stuff. I have a feeling we're going to go probably past even that, so I wouldn't be surprised if you're seeing, like, if we were looking at late year 3. Hopefully we shouldn't be, like, all the way to year 4. Again, my hope is, though, by, like, halfway of year 2, a lot of it's going to be like, oh, here's what I did in the last, like, week of Stardew Valley, instead of, oh, here's what I did in the last 2 or 3 days of Stardew Valley, so it'll change how we progress a little bit more. And the way I do it that way, then, is then I can kind of, instead of having it just be live commentary consistently, where I'm, like, always talking and always trying to think of things to say, I can kind of have things structured a bit more, not really scripted, but structured in a way that'd make it easier for me to have the talking points I want, which I do kind of have. I have, like, a idea going into it, but I also want to keep it blind enough, because I think that adds to the older YouTube aesthetic I'm going for on my channel when it comes to the episode-by-episode stuff, but I also try to bring the modern twist to it, but, you know. Anyway, that's enough boring stuff about YouTube. You guys don't care about that. So what I do want to say about Stardew Valley is, I guess I actually want to talk about the game itself, and not, like, the way of, like, oh, here's a mechanic of the game. I want to actually talk about it as a game, if that makes literally any sense. Also, I'm going to eat these trash cookies just so I can cut more trees down. As I mentioned, Stardew Valley is a game that means a lot to me. Like, I've been playing it since release. It came out, I think, in 2016. Like, late 2016 is when I started playing. And I still have, like, vague memories of it being close to Christmas time. And I was playing on my my mom's old PC, because that was the only really PC I had, like, access to. That was at our house at the time. And I remember I was playing the crap out of Stardew Valley, because, again, I'm a huge fan of the Harvest Moon series, especially the older ones, and there had been, like, a great Harvest Moon game in a while, especially when since it was going, that was around the time I think it was going through the drama with Natsume and whatever, so there wasn't going to be really too much Harvest Moon for a while. But I remember when time came around for Stardew Valley to come out, and it was making the rounds, and people were talking about it, and I wanted to try it, so I started playing it. And I still remember just being, like, really into the game. Now, granted, it was on PC, and I'm not, like, a really big PC gamer, but I really enjoyed it. And then, of course, when it came to Switch and, like, other consoles, I was like, okay, bet. That's when I really got into the game. But yeah, so I've been playing it pretty much on and off again ever since they were receiving updates, and it's really cool that this game still is getting updates. Pretty much any game that gets, like, free updates is always cool, but especially ones like Stardew Valley that, like, I think that conceptually Stardew Valley is a game that already has a lot and can sometimes be overwhelming if it has too much content. But I also think, like, because I think at some point probably, you know what I mean, like, there could be too much content in the game, and I think that too much of a good thing can be a bad thing, if that makes sense. But I think for the sake of Stardew Valley, like, in terms of the context of, okay, well, more content, you know, like, okay, well, what design stuff? Considering he's working on another game, the guy who made this, who I haven't really talked about him, but I'll do that at a different time. He's working on another game too, but in general, I find that the concept of like having too much of like a good thing or too much content in this game is genuinely a possibility. I do think that we still are, like, there are still things that I think definitely can be improved upon and things that people would like to see, including myself. Like, there are definitely things in this game that, like, again, I love this game, but I'm also not gonna sit here and be like, oh, it's a perfect game with no flaws, because, I mean, nothing, you know, everything has flaws. That's how the world works, but also I'm gonna move these seeds over just because I need more space for materials. But yeah, there's still things I want to see, and I'll get into kind of those things as they become apparent, but in general, I'm just so thankful that this is a game that, one, has received the following that it has, because again, it's a really good game. It's one that a lot of people, I think, can and will enjoy if they try it. But just in general, I'm just so happy that this game has lived as long as it has, and that's the thing. I think the nice thing about a game like Stardew Valley is that it will kind of live as long as the community around it does, which I think it always will. Because there are a lot of games that don't receive updates anymore like that. I mean, look at games like Mario 64 and stuff. Granted, like, that's more loved for, like, nostalgia and the sake of speedrunning because of how its mechanics work. But I think games like Stardew Valley are kind of timeless in that sense, just based on, like, kind of what they are, if that makes sense. Anyway, this is a conversation that I could go more in depth in, and I'll do that probably next time. So as you can see, a bunch of money, mostly from Iridium bars. There's a little bit from our income there. Nothing super special. There's our retaining soil. 4 gold for 1. Definitely not worth it, but I'd rather sell it than keep it, I'll be honest. But that's good. That means we're making even more money, and that means we can then potentially accomplish more things in the days upcoming. But with that, as stated, this is going to be a bit of a, hopefully shorter episode, maybe more average to what it used to be, because this is what we're going to call it for the day. Next time, as stated, hopefully, if they say yes, we are going to be asking our bachelorette if they would like to date us, because it's not just straight marriage in this game, unlike Harvest Moon. We actually have to date them first. We're also going to be working more on our farm, trying to clear more land, and actually probably start placing more paths and figuring out the lay of the land. And maybe a Skull Cavern run if we're lucky. I hope to see you all there.